Hey everyone, Jessica here. I am so happy to be back. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Mine was good and it was nice to take a little break and have some me time. Okay, so I'm going to be using a lot of elements from the July card kit from Simon Says Stamp Again. This will probably be one of the last cards I make using this kit. The new one is coming out and I like that one. It's a little different. It's not really the style that I usually go for, but I'm going to give it a shot and see what I can do to make it my own. I think that sounds fun. I'm using two different sizes of the Simon Says Stamp Rectangle Die, and I'm making a frame, and I don't have a yellow cardstock that I really like. Yellow is a hard color for me. I mean, I had a certain color in mind and I did not have a cardstock in that color. I had cut out the frame in Neenah cardstock, so I'm using a Gina K ink. It's the Wild Dandelion, and I'm going to be using that to color the frame in the yellow that I like. It works. I am going to be using the suns that came in this July kit, and I did stamp those out and then die cut them with a circle die. I also used the circle stamp that came with this kit to make the face of the suns the same color yellow. And then I'm going to use Lemon Drop. It's a lighter yellow, and I'm going to just rub that over the edges on the outer rim of that sun where the rays are, and gives it kind of an ombre. Super easy. This ink goes on darker. It does dry back a lot, so it will lighten up. And then next I am using a Tim Holtz. It's a Motiv 12 by 12 paper pack that you can buy from Simon Says Stamp. I got this in a Simon Says Stamp card kit either in 2016, 2017. I don't remember which one. I believe it's also their July one. So look at me coordinating. But I'm using this. It's pretty cool. It's a white cardstock with a clear embossing, and it has a nice texture circle fade kind of look to it. And I'm just using Hickory Smoke. The colors for this is inspired by the Color Throwdown Challenge, and I'll link to that below and on my blog if you want to join in on the fun. Yeah, they do new weekly challenges of colors every week. And the colors for this one are yellow, white, gray, and craft. I'm using a craft card base, and I cut down that textured embossed panel from Tim Holtz to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I'm going to offset it on this cardstock, this craft cardstock, or the craft card base. And I'm just going to tilt it a little bit, give it some interest so that you can see that craft cardstock peeking through. And then I just cut off the overlap with my scissors. Oh, I got brand new scissors. I'll have to show them to you guys sometime, but they're from Joann's and they're teal, so they're pretty. But they're like the Fiskars spring-loaded ones. Pretty cool. So far I like them. I'm taking that inset rectangle that came from the frame that I had die cut earlier, and that way I'm not going to waste it, and I'm going to use it on this project. And I just adhere that to the center of that, and then I'm taking the adhesive foam from Sizzix. I have some stuff like this from Papertrey Ink. It is really nice to make shaker cards because you don't have to cut or piece anything together. It's already there, especially if you're using dies to make the frame. This really does make shaker cards easy. So I laid that down, and then I'm putting in some of the suns. I did cut out 3 of those, so I'm going to put 2 in. And then I have some of the sequins from the kit and some sequins from my stash. I believe they're Doodlebug. They're just kind of a yellow. And I also did use the Embossing Buddy. This is the one that has like a brush tip to it. It smells like baby powder. If you don't like baby powder, I don't suggest buying this one. I don't really like that smell, but that's my preference. But I do like this one for dusting inside of shaker cards, and it does help keep the sequins from sticking everywhere. It still happens to me no matter what I do. And then I'm also going to add some micro beads. This is a very large container that I got from Michael's. It's a Recollections brand. And it has like silver and clear, gold, all different colors. Itty bitty tiny little beads, but it works. It's fun. See, I'm dusting the inside of the clear cardstock. So that way the micro beads don't automatically stick to that clear plastic. Look how nicely that backing paper tears off. Oh, that was good. I like that. Way to go, Sizzix. I'm going to, after dusting the clear cardstock, I'm going to attach that to the foam frame. I really like that yellow. It's a nice, bright, vibrant yellow. And it just pops right on there. It's not perfect because I did make the frame on 2 different accounts. I did the yellow paper frame. I cut that out and then I tried to put the dies back together with washi tape and then cut out the foam because I wasn't sure what I was doing yet. They're not quite exactly the same. That's okay. For the sentiment, I'm taking some vellum. It's a scrap piece of vellum from Papertrey Ink. And I like their vellum because it's thick. And I just used Gina K ink. It was on my desk. And I stamped that. And of course, vellum has that nice waxy coating. So the ink never really dries fully. Or if it does, it takes a long time. I got time for that. So I'm going to just use some clear embossing powder and I'm going to emboss the sentiment with the Gina K ink. It worked. It's not black like VersaFine or anything, but it still works. So there you go. So I cut that down and then I'm going to lay out some adhesive just behind the words. This sentiment has some large, broad brush strokes, so it makes it really easy to lay down some wet adhesive behind those. That way it attaches to that clear cardstock shaker panel. And then I can attach my little sun. I don't know if I mentioned, but I did use the little Xyron sticker maker. I love that thing. I'm trying to use it more because I like using it. So, and then you can just shake this card, and I like how the bottom one is hidden and then when you shake it appears. So hopefully that will make somebody smile. I really do appreciate every view, every comment, every like. You guys are amazing, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You can connect with me on Instagram or email me directly or comment below with any questions you might have about card making. I will always do my best to help. All the products I used today are linked on my blog. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to see the latest videos from me. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Meh, meh.